Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Welcome to the new week. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. And happy birthday to you, by the way. We are in Virgo season. We just came through the Virgo new moon, opening new doors, getting our crap together. Thank you for that energy. Virgo, we're going to do a little bit different this time. We're going to do two hands because that's what I like to do once in a while. We're going to do two hands for you. The first one is just going to be a reading. I'm just going to see what comes out for you. And the second hand I'm going to do is going to be you versus them. It's not always going to be romance. It could be you versus parents, you versus friends. We'll see what it is. Let's find out what's going on for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Virgo, please. Whatever you give us is what Virgo is going to need to know today. Tell me about Virgo, please. Tell me about Virgo. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups. You're going to be celebrating some money stuff for sure. And we've got the Hanged Man. I feel, Virgo, if you've been waiting on some money, here it comes. If you've been waiting for someone to pay out for something to pay out, I feel like it's coming here. I feel like you've been waiting on something, or life has kind of been at a pause. Until you could get the finances going again, I feel like everything has been at a pause. And it feels like it's something that's being decided in your favor, because the Hanged Man is all about perspective, right? That's the whole reason that the Hanged Man hangs here in a pause, figuring out, is there something that I need to surrender? Is there something I need to sacrifice? Maybe you've been making a lot of sacrifices. Maybe money has been really tight for you, but I want to say that you're going to be celebrating something that has to do with longevity, possibly money, maybe a job for some of you. The Ten of Pentacles is longevity of something. So it could be a long-term relationship, could be you finally got a permanent position where you work, but it is going to be reason to celebrate here. Tell me more about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me more about Virgo, please. We've got the King of Swords. Yes, the authority is here. Somebody is making a decision in your favor here, and it's a reason to celebrate. And I think that there is money attached to it, or abundance, or something that's going to make your family happy. We have the Eight of Cups, and so I feel like you've been trying to detach from it because it's been making you very emotional. I feel like with the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is detachment. I've got to leave because I got to go out there and find out what is for me. I think you did the right thing. If you did have to detach emotionally from something, I think you did the right thing. You sacrificed something that was emotional. It's like you sacrificed something now for something that would come in the future. The King of Swords is the authority, or the person who makes the decision that's best for everyone involved. To me, the King of Swords is like a judge or a magistrate, somebody who's a lawyer, a police officer. It's like somebody, a psychologist, psychiatrist, somebody who is giving information, but they also might be a notary or something like that. Somebody who is in authority to do something, to make a decision for you that's going to make you very, very happy. Tell me more. We've got the Eight of Swords. It's going to pull you out of the Eight of Swords. This person's showing up with their swords to cut you away from the Eight of Swords. Somebody's here to save you. I don't think you need saving, quite honestly, Virgo. But what I'm saying is I feel like the Eight of Swords is telling me that you were in a place where your hands were tied. There was nothing you can do. You were depending on somebody to see the truth of something, to make a really good decision, the best one that is best for everyone involved and not just you. And you were worrying about it. I feel like whatever that decision is, it might have to do with money. For some of you, it could have to do with abundance, could have to do with your family, could have to do with a family home, possibly. But something here is really making you happy. Tell me about the celebration of the Three of Cups. You're going to rejoice, or there might be some sort of reunion in the family because of it. But there is a decision here. You might get word from somebody. the authority, the person who's been presiding over the case, or whatever it is here. It has to do, some of you, it could have to do with some sort of justice. Maybe someone's in jail and someone finally gets out, and now it's reason to celebrate. It could be that. We've got the High Priestess. Somebody here knew it. You're like, I knew it. I knew that they would do it. I knew that it would come out the way it was supposed to. We've got the Six of Swords. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. I feel, Virgo, that you already had a feeling. I feel you started ignoring your intuition because it was taking so long. You started ignoring your intuition, saying, yeah, right, that's going to show up. Yeah, right, that's going to work out for me, right? I feel like it's that sort of energy. The Page of Pentacles tells me what you didn't know is something had already been growing in the background. Someone had already been looking over the money or looking over the details of something here, looking over the facts. The Six of Swords tells me that you had moved away from your intuition. You're like, that was a feeling that I had, but I don't think I was right. And I feel like the Three of Cups is telling me, the Three of Cups and the King of Swords is telling me, it's confirming your intuition. Something is showing up that's confirming your intuition. It's almost like the Hanged Man energy is like holding your breath. Like you were like, when is that thing going to come through? You tried to detach from your emotions, waiting for this. Tell me about the Hanged Man, please. We've got the World card. So you're finally getting out of Hanged Man energy. We've got the Five of Cups. No more sacrifices. We've got the Five of Cups and we've got the Ten of Cups. You know what? There's, you know, these both, it's happy family, happy family. It's like the family's going to be happy, whether it's your family, you and your spouse and your children, or it's mom, dad, sister, brother. It feels like there's some happiness and celebration that's coming to the family because some sort of a realization, it's like a breakthrough of some kind. It's the tower here is in the distance because I feel like it comes in like a wrecking ball. Like it feels like it just shows up, and you had already decided to detach from your intuition because you're like, you had this feeling of it's going to work out, but then it took so long. It could have taken 10 years possibly for somebody to make a decision. It could be 1 to 10 years possibly for some of you. It took them a long time to make a decision. And if this hasn't happened yet, it's going to be happening in the week ahead for some of you that are on this timeline. So I feel like you can now close the door on holding your breath. I feel like you can exhale. And the Five of Cups tells me that maybe you don't get everything you want from this, but the Five of Cups tells me that there is regret. And maybe the regret is that I have to close the door now. This is over. It might be something that has been permeating through your life for years and years. It feels like a legal thing to me, Virgo. It feels like it's something, it's like a battle you're winning after many, many years. But you've closed the door on, I want to say, on the hope that anything would happen, but I feel like what you're going to be experiencing in the week ahead is ultimate apex of happiness, like complete joy. Tell me about the King of Swords, please. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's going in your favor here, my friend. So whatever, I feel like for some of you, it's going to be legal. Others of you, it'll be something completely different. A loan, a house, maybe something sold. Maybe you bought something. Maybe it finally went through. But we have the Four of Wands. That is home. We have Temperance. It's a moment of alchemy for things to work out in your favor because things are expanding. And I think it's because you're getting a visitor or a phone call or whatever it is from the official person, the person who puts the final signature on the paperwork. Something is really working out in your favor here. It feels like you waited a very long time. It took a very long time for this to resolve itself. And I think finally it's going to be made even, stable. You just didn't know what was going to happen. Why did you feel like you couldn't do anything about it? Six of Pentacles, Chariot, and the Four of Swords. You were at a distance. You might have been around the world. Like you might be across the world and something is happening on the other side of the world with your family. And maybe you've been trying to fight it from a distance. For some of you, it could be. I feel like You felt like you couldn't give reciprocity, like you couldn't get anything from it, like getting blood from a stone. You couldn't get anything from it. You were hoping for the victory. It was something that was heartbreaking. Tell me about the outcome, please. The outcome looks pretty damn good, I'm just saying. The Three of Wands, it's something you waited for a really long time. You had to stand up for yourself. More and more it feels like it is something legal. You had to stand up for yourself. And I feel like finally someone, it gave, something gave. I want to say, this is the passive energy. And I want to say, finally something gave. I feel like you were standing here ready to fight. I feel like you've been ready to fight. People like accusatory. Maybe you were being accused of something. But the Three of Wands tells me that you finally just turned your back on the whole thing, detached from it, and said, there's nothing else I can do. My hands are tied. I just got to wait for whatever it is that's coming through here. Whatever it was super toxic. I feel like this is doubt. I had doubt that it was ever going to work out in my favor. Nine of Wands, you worried about it a lot. The Moon energy, you didn't know how anything was going to end up here until finally the Knight of Swords arrives and gives you the news. So it does feel like something's coming to a resolution here. You're going to be able to close the door. The Page of Swords is here. So this is new communication that's coming in for you. And I feel like it's coming in from the King of Swords here. All right. We've got Pisces energy. We've got Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Pisces. We've got Capricorn energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, more Cancer energy. We've got Pisces energy, Sagittarius energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. All right. This one we're going to do you versus them. Now this could end up being platonic, romantic. I'm not throwing any intention on it. Let's find out what is going on. Second hand for Virgo. Tell me about the second hand for Virgo. Tell me about Virgo, please. You and them. So you are going to be over here. They are going to be over there. Tell me about Virgo. We have the Seven of Cups, Virgo. We have the Five of Pentacles. You're confused as to why somebody pushed you to the outside looking in. I want to say that they blamed it all on you. That you're the one that's carrying around the Five of Pentacles. It's all on you. That's what it feels like. The Hierophant is here. I think you broke tradition. You broke tradition. That's what you did. You decided to go out on your own and you broke tradition here. Tell me what this means. And it was hard. It was confusing and overwhelming for you. It's almost like you feel like the tradition was an illusion. It's like it was a trap that somebody was setting for you in the family. It's like maybe everybody in your family was in the military, and everybody after the great-great-grandparents went into the military, you were the person that said, no, I'm not interested in going into the military. Somebody here broke tradition, and I feel like that you felt that tradition was actually an illusion. We've got the Six of Pentacles, we've got the Two of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. You're not going to be breadcrumbed. You are turning your back on the Two of Cups. I feel that this tradition is about marriage. It feels like you broke tradition. Maybe you come from a long line of people who, by their own religion that they follow, tell them that they should never get divorced, no matter what goes on, no matter if there's abuse, narcissism, no matter what goes on, you should never, ever get divorced. I think for you, you broke tradition. You turned your back on some sort of love connection here. Tell me about them. Tell me about them, please. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about them. What's this? Got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. You started to speak out. Somebody got pissed with you. You don't love us anymore. Yeah, it feels like something like that. The Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Justice is in the reverse. It does really feel like them might be family members, possibly. The Queen of Cups, to me, the first thing that always comes to mind for me is a parent. It doesn't always have to be a parent, but whoever this person is, could be a sister, brother, friend, somebody you're in love with, whatever it is, take it as it resonates. The Queen of Cups in the reverse to me is somebody who's depleted. Depleted because they give away too much. That makes me feel like it's a mother. Or the Queen of Cups is in the reverse because they just don't care. They just don't care anymore. And this person is not caring for you, not giving you any emotion. They are detached from their psychic self, detached from their intuition, their empathic self. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who's trying to be vulnerable. But the Ace of Cups in the reverse is telling me that there's love lost here. Like it feels like there's that there's no justice here. It feels like, it does feel like it's a family member possibly. It could be, it doesn't have to be. It could be a romantic connection for somebody. It could be the person, if you are somebody who broke tradition and got a divorce, this could be the person that you're divorcing. Tell me about justice. Page of Wands, the Devil. They feel like you're doing something toxic. They feel like you're toxic. They feel like you are they don't like the way you talk to them. They don't like that you have your own mind, that you're on your own path. They don't like that you left them in the past. I'm just looking here, we've got somebody who's in the past here, right? They don't like that this person here that's in the background, I feel like they didn't get any justice with you because they weren't able to manipulate you. They weren't able to manipulate you. They weren't able to get you into their obsessive thought pattern. I feel like somebody here has given their power over to someone else and they expected that you would as well, but you did not. You fought the devil. You decided, I'm out of here. There's no justice here. I feel like this is what, I feel like they're pissed off because you're the one who decided to turn your back on some sort of a love connection, or somebody here, whether it's a sister or brother, mother, father, whoever it is, it feels like you turned your back to go on your own path here. And it feels like maybe they cut you off or didn't give you any money, or it feels like maybe you went on some sort of a missionary thing. It could be that. You decided that you weren't going to hang around. It does feel like you broke some sort of tradition here, and it was an overwhelming job. It almost feels like you're the person who broke the toxic cycles in your family. You're the person who decided, no, I'm not going to perpetuate the problem of addiction. I'm not going to perpetuate the problem of doubt, of anger, of fighting. I feel like you decided, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing what you want me to do. They got, whoever this is, they got no justice. This person, I feel, expected you would carry on tradition, and you are the cycle breaker. Good for you. Tell me more about Virgo, please. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. And the Wheel of Fortune. You're being blessed. Yes. You are being really blessed. The Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and Nine of Cups. You're doing the right thing. So if this has been overwhelming and emotional and hard for you to deal with, breaking tradition, I feel, is what your bloodline needed. They were waiting for you, Virgo. They were waiting for somebody who was going to stand up and say, no, I'm not following your traditions. I'm turning my back on whatever it is that you think that you want me to do with my life. I'm doing my own thing with my life. I think you are somebody who's very compassionate and kind, someone who possibly might be into running a nonprofit, or, you know, we're looking here at people who are taking advantage of this person, essentially. They're walking by, you know, people are walking by. And I mean, these people look like they do need help. And I feel like you're always the one there that was going to help all the time. And I feel like you broke tradition here in the family and said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm walking away. And I feel like you walked away as a teenager. I feel like you're walking away as a teenager here. You needed to take a different path. You've got the Magician, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. It does feel like it's some sort of family toxicity. It might have been a family of money. It might have been perversion of money. It might have been people, maybe your family has a lot of money and they're like, look, we're going to cut you off if you don't carry on tradition. And you're like, I'm good. I'm good. I'll live on whatever I have to live on. Go ahead and breadcrumbing. I don't really care. I'm breaking tradition. But look, because you decided to say no to that, whatever coercion they were trying to bring to you here, because I feel like the Magician with the Knight of Swords in the reverse tells me someone tried to manipulate you with their words. They almost tried to threaten you and saying, look, you're not going to get, I'm going to take you out of the will. That's what it feels like. Is there any way that there's going to be a bridge between Virgo, the cycle breaker, and the people, this toxic group or this toxic person? Could be a parent. The Queen of Cups is here. Doesn't have to be. Tell me how we're going to get this this bridge here. I feel like you're going to be blessed with money. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, and you don't even know the blessings that are coming. I feel like there are blessings coming, expansion. The wheel is turning in your favor. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the King of Wands, Page of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the King of Swords. Yes. Yep. It does feel that way to me. I feel like you, that you've been working really hard and diligently on yourself. I really feel you've made something of yourself. And no, maybe you're not, maybe you don't have as much money as your parents or as much money as the family. But I really feel that you're someone who stands up for other people. That you're very smart, very together, very much about details. You're very practical. But you're also a person who will stand up and fight for other people if they can't fight for themselves. We do have the Page of Swords. Oh, this is kind of beautiful, actually, Virgo. I've heard it said, and it was probably in a religious surrounding or text, because I grew up in religion. It does feel like you are the one who is breaking the bonds of your family. You're breaking your family out of the bonds of the devil. You are the one who is breaking tradition. You said, no, it stops here with me. I'm not carrying on your crazy traditions. You had to be honest. I feel like you were being honest and truthful, and you didn't care who you lost, because when you turn into the King of Swords and you're honest and truthful and very much about going over factual information and taking the emotion out of it, people walk away. But I feel like you broke some sort of tradition here. Like you're literally cutting people free, your posterity. So your children, your children's children, you are literally breaking them free with what you learned, because you're the student. You decided to be the student of life. So maybe one day your family is going to realize that you were the person that was sent here to go against them, to give them no justice in whatever this obsessive sort of control. It feels like it's obsessive control that was going on in your family that caused people in your family, maybe your siblings, your brothers and sisters and cousins, to go into the family business or to do something they didn't want to do. And I feel like you're the only brave one here who decided to break tradition. I think it's lovely. That's pretty freaking cool. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much, Virgo, for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love ya. Bye-bye.